Okay, so I didn't hear it ding, but I see that we're live. So hello, everyone. Welcome to the What is Coaching sneak peek with Dawn and myself. I'm going to give a few moments here to let everyone jump on and connect. So just hang on tight if you're on and just wait for a few other people to join so that we can get started. Once I see some viewers come through, then we'll start. All right, awesome. Okay, I see we have a viewer, so that means it's working. Welcome. Just a few moments here. We're gonna, see now my printer is going. We're gonna start in just a few moments.
Oh, can I tell you something? What? Can you do some reading to me after?
I did already. We already did the book.
All right, everyone. So I can see some viewers are starting to join. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm Lindsay Earle. I am a Diamond Beachbody coach, and tonight we're hosting our live webinar about coaching so that you can determine if this is going to be a good fit for you. I have Dawn on with me, and we're going to share a little bit about our experiences and what it means to be a coach. So we have a little presentation for you, and we'll introduce ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and share our screen here real quick so you can see what's happening. Dawn, would you just give me like a big thumbs up if you can see my presentation here?
Looks good.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to start from the beginning so that you guys can see. Can you see that, Dawn?
Yes, looks good.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. So hopefully everyone else back at home can see it too. This is our team. This is Wellness Warriors, and this is just a small chunk of our team. Like I said, my name is Lindsay Earle, and we have Dawn with us. We're just going to introduce ourselves in a moment here, but our goal tonight is to give you all the information that you're going to need and answer any questions that you might have concerning coaching. Like I said, to help determine if this is going to be a good fit for you and to see if this is something that you're looking forward to. Like I said, this is our team, Wellness Warriors. We have a lot of other coaches on our team, but this is just a picture from last year's Coach Summit. It's a yearly gathering with training and workshops, workouts, and it is the time of your life. I'm looking forward to bringing so many other coaches with us this year, but I wanted to start out with this picture because our team is like a family. We're all friends. And I was just thinking to myself the other day, I don't even know where I would be without all of my coaches. I mean, you guys, we talk daily, and we are just this big group of really good friends. And a lot of us have met through social media and haven't even met in person, which we're going to go over shortly. So, okay, so here we are. Here's some pictures of us. I'll introduce myself first, and then I'll pass it over to you, Dawn. I'm Lindsay, and I'm pictured with my husband, Brian, and my two boys, Warren, who is 4, and Elliot, who is almost a year old. I can't believe it. I'm having a hard time dealing with that right now. But together, we all live in Texas. We're originally from Wisconsin, but we've transplanted here in Texas, and so far we love it, especially the weather. And my husband had moved here because of his job. And he's really, really, really busy right now. He's also going to grad school. So a lot of nights and days we don't end up seeing him till at least 10 p.m. So I just want you to know that if you feel like time is a constraint, I definitely feel you there. And I know, Dawn, you can speak about that too. And as a team, we'll help you, show you how to manage that time. But what really drew me to Beachbody and being a coach was that I could make a full-time income and stay home with my children. That was something that really appealed to me. And originally, when I started becoming a coach, I really had the goal to just improve my health and my physical appearance. I had gained 62 pounds with my first pregnancy with Warren, and I was in a really dark place. I didn't like myself. I didn't know how to get rid of the weight, and I was just really uncomfortable with the skin I'm in. And I know a lot of other people can relate to me, after pregnancy and just feeling that way. So I had seen a friend who was working out to a workout program called Turbo Fire. And she was drinking Shakeology every day, and she was just killing it. She was aiming to fit into her wedding dress, and I was watching her post daily, and she was just doing an amazing job. And I wanted to be a part of something like that. I wanted to inspire other people, and I wanted that ultimate accountability. And believe it or not, I decided, a few weeks later that I was going to sign up as a coach. I started with Insanity, which is one of the hardest Beachbody programs in my opinion. And it totally kicked my butt, but in a good way. And it was definitely the butt kicking that I needed. And I have just been going through programs ever since and loving it. And I worked out with Beachbody programs through my second pregnancy. And I'm not going to tell you the weight fell off. I definitely worked for it, but it was a lot easier the second time around. And with the support of the nutrition programs that Beachbody has, I was able to do it much more easily. All right, Dawn, take it away.
Thanks, Lindsay. So first off, you can see in my picture here, I'm wearing my stethoscope. And so I am a nurse practitioner, family nurse practitioner, and I work in a busy family practice office. I also am married with 2 young boys, 4 and 6. I just had one little challenger here. My group was trying to get on too. But so anyways, I'm married with a 4 and a 6-year-old. And, first to kind of talk about how I became a coach, it's important to start from, the beginning of how I first got into Beachbody. I'm not even sure how I ended up seeing a post of yours, Lindsay, but I think I saw something about a 21-day fix thing and just kind of message Lindsay. So just to back up a little bit, I went from being a floor nurse, went on to get my master's and switched to a clinic job sitting in a chair at a computer for about 8 hours a day. And I was super stressed with regards to the role change and having so much responsibility. I couldn't wait to be a nurse practitioner, to have more autonomy or decision-making over my patients and to being able to care for them the way that I wanted to. So basically about a year into it, I was super stressed out and completely was unhealthy, and with regards to eating, because I was stressed out, but I was also, the big thing, I hate saying this, but I was drinking a lot alcohol pretty much every night. And I felt like it was a little bit of an issue. And then about 20 pounds later, lack of sleep, stressed out, not liking my marriage and my children, I needed to change. And the biggest thing was I really just felt kind of ashamed of myself. I didn't want to even look at myself in the mirror. So I knew I needed to change, and reached out to Lindsay and just basically just kind of took a big leap in doing this program. And it was probably the best thing ever. 21 days, I didn't think I changed much until Lindsay kind of showed me at the end, and I was super stoked. And then kind of just did a couple more of the 21-day fix challenge groups. And Lindsay talked me into actually becoming a coach. I shouldn't say you talked me into it. I kind of wanted to be, but I wanted to get the discount of being the coach. And then a couple months later, just really got more into coaching, because part of my personality is just really wanting to help people all the time. I was actually just talking to my husband about that tonight, about I feel like I have too much of a big heart, where it actually kind of almost stresses me a little bit with caring about people so much and wanting to help them. So that's how I became a coach. And I actually really, I love it. I feel like I can help people in a different way than what I can help my patients in a clinic, just because, for one, I don't reach out to many patients in my clinic just because of HIPAA and so forth. But so this gives me an opportunity to really help people the way that I want to, and don't have to worry about, you suing me.
Yeah.
But so then the next thing, to talk about is what our team is about, which is we are called the Wellness Warriors, and it's basically just a group of individuals coming together and really wanting to help people. And we kind of thrive off of each other. Lindsay was kind of saying that, you know, we're all feel like friends, even though we haven't really met each other. That is so true, because I've probably called up several of you and just needed to kind of vent about family. And even though we've never met, I feel like we're friends, and you know, that you guys really listen. So that is true. I feel like we're friends, and we probably could all meet up and really enjoy hanging out with each other. Does that make sense, Lindsay?
Absolutely. I mean, it's funny because Dawn, you and I have never met, and to hear me say that just floors me, because I feel like we've had like pretty in-depth conversations, and
Oh yeah.
we'll like vent to each other about things. I mean, even non-Beachbody related, just in life in general. And I mean, that's definitely the power of social media, which we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's the biggest thing is, you know, we are a group of people. We haven't met each other, but we really support each other and provide lots of encouragement and just push each other, even as a coach, but also as we're a lot of us are still on our own journeys to become healthier. We all have different goals, whether it's still to lose 20, 30 pounds or gain muscle, or you know, increase our running if we're trying to reach some different goals with regards to doing a marathon or whatever it may be. So that's important, is we're not all about just trying to be a coach. We're supporting each other with healthier goals.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people ask, like, well, what is a coach? And a coach is a lot of things, like Dawn was saying. I mean, it goes so deeply into your own life that there's this gray line between coaching and your life, because it's so intertwined. I know that for myself, it's someone who's a leader, someone who seeks to help other people, someone who motivates and inspires other people. They're going to share their own stories of transformation and their own health stories, you know, through social media or through their daily interactions. I know, Dawn, you said you have this huge desire, this big heart to help people, and especially with their health. And so being a coach, someone that inspires other people to, you know, like you said, either have those fitness goals or weight loss goals. They're just people who are here to help others with that lifestyle. And a coach is someone who's going to listen. We take in a lot of information from those that we speak to, and we're really about helping the person that we are talking to. I mean, ultimately, I want someone to come back to me just floored at the end of the challenge group that, you know, they surpassed their, you know, their capabilities that they thought they were ever fully aware of doing. So that's, I mean, that's my goal, is to just have someone blown away by their own potential and being able to help them see that. And then coaches really are just regular people. Dawn's a nurse practitioner. Before I became a coach, I was a teacher. We have a lot of teachers actually on our team. One of our coaches, Erica, is a teacher, and she was talking to me the other day and just said, she's like, oh my gosh, I am creating a team of teachers. And so she's got all these people who, again, love to help other people, right? They're teachers, but they also want to help other people with their health goals. We have moms and dads, grandparents, people who work full-time, people who are military families, stay-at-home parents. You know, I mean, a Beachbody coach could be anyone, any walk of life. You know, Dawn's going to talk about some misconceptions, but a coach doesn't need to be a fitness expert or a personal trainer. Beachbody takes care of that for you. We have all the in-home workouts that you need to help someone really achieve their own fitness goals. And there's going to be a program out there for anyone, depending on their interests and their ultimate fitness goals. You don't need to be a nutritionist. Again, Beachbody programs come with nutrition plans. So basically, as a coach, you're going to help walk through those nutrition plans with your clients and help them find something that they can maintain for life, not just for the duration of that challenge. And this is a huge misconception too, is that a coach already has to be at their fitness and nutrition goals. That's definitely not the case. I find that coaches who are just starting out on their journey to be very inspirational, because you can watch them transform before their eyes. And a lot of people say, hey, if they can do it, I can do it. And so that's super inspiring. And I know that's a fear that holds people back, but please know that this is for everyone. This doesn't, I mean, I think it's intimidating when you see someone who's already at their fitness goal and it seems so far out of reach for someone else. So to be sharing your journey and your struggles and your triumphs with someone is huge. So please know that you don't need to be, at 10% body fat to be a fitness coach. And you don't need to be an experienced salesperson. In fact, I'd really like to speak to my coaches and say that we're really not trying to sell someone something. We're really selling ourselves, our stories, sharing what works for us. And then in turn, that sharing helps sell, the lifestyle to someone else. So please don't feel like you have to be selling or pushing products on someone. That's not what I want you to feel like. And then finally, there's no educational background required because you're not a personal trainer and you're not a nutritionist. So the programs are already taking place, holding that place for you. So you don't need to do that. So that's also a concern that people have had. Dawn, would you want to talk about the common fears that people often have before becoming a coach?
Yeah, I'll kind of touched on a couple of the common fears, which is, you don't have to be a fitness instructor. I'm not a fitness instructor, and by no means am I an expert. I've probably learned over the years, more probably within the last year, about doing things, correctly, and just doing a lot of the research, which is I end up doing all the time. But also for me, it's kind of part of my job as a nurse practitioner is helping people. So it's more of, the biggest thing is being inspiring and motivating and being an inspiration with your own journey. So some people, what I like to do is post where I started at before to see that, I wasn't always like this, really into fitness. In high school I was, but I kind of lost it. But if for those of you who haven't seen, I posted a picture of myself 1 year ago and where I'm at today, and I actually showed my husband. He still believes I photoshopped it. Like I added all this extra, like this fluff, and because he was very nice with regards to, I didn't think you looked bad. You looked good. I'm like, yeah, I kind of remember. I don't think we were doing too much of it, any getting the clothes off back then. Kind of a lot, but I hid it very well underneath my work clothes. And like I said, I was kind of ashamed, didn't even look at myself and so forth. So just know that as a coach, you're not alone. You'll get lots of support being a part of this group. Another fear is that we just sell products. Not true. You're basically wanting to really kind of help people, and that's the important thing. That's what I enjoy most about it. It's not about making all this money, because being a nurse practitioner, great. I do this more for because I like to help people. I believe in the product. It worked for me. I see why it does, because I will tell you, there isn't a week that goes by that I don't get a patient that says, can you please just prescribe me the magic pill? Okay, there is no such thing. I will tell you, for those who are on the medication, the prescription medication, they actually have to take it every single day, or otherwise everything will be, they'll go backwards. So that's not what you need to do. It's more of teaching about the nutrition, which is so important. I'll get on almost a soapbox talking about this stuff, because I love talking about getting healthy and so forth. But it's changing a lifestyle. I'm not saying that you need to give up everything, but it's important to learn about things. And one of the biggest things is really knowing what you're putting into your body is so important. If you ever have any questions, please let me know. I could really talk about it all day. So, anyways, we're not here to sell products. It's more about helping people, showing them your journey, providing inspiration. If they're reaching out to you, it's because that they do want to change. So that's important, is just sharing something that you love, that works, and so forth. You know, you don't have to be a salesperson. I don't like to push anything. I actually feel bad and guilty, but I really like to help people. So there's a difference. If I know somebody has feeling down about themselves, I'm going to really try my best to help them in whatever way. And I'm not saying that please just buy this package or do this with me. No, that's not what I'm going to do. Whatever they need help with, if they want to, that's great. And the thing is, though, I like to think that I provide them with all the tools, and then I help them with the support, and so forth. And that's what makes them, you know, successful. My challengers, I should say. Another, you know, common fears is afraid of other opinions. I wouldn't worry. I should say, you should never. What do I want to say with regards to opinions? I don't care about what other people
saying out there, that others' opinions are none of your business. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I like to. You can listen to someone's opinion, but it doesn't mean that it's true.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with that fear, you know, people are afraid to post on Facebook, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment, about posting on Facebook, or worried about the friends that you do have and not having a lot of friends.
Oh, that's so true. I do not have many friends at all, but it's about reaching out to people. And honestly, there's probably a lot of people that I'm not really friends on Facebook, but they may see one of my posts and they actually see me out kind of in public, and they'll say something and they'll be like, hey, yeah, you know, reach out to me, send me a message or whatever. So it's amazing how much even though you may not posting it or showing people, how much it reaches out to other people, because one person talks, the other person talks, and so forth, which I think is great. So you don't have to have a lot of friends. I probably have 3. So
yeah, no, it's true. I mean, that's a good segue into the power of social media in general. I mean, a lot of our businesses run on like pages. So like Dawn was saying, you may not have a lot of personal friends on your personal Facebook pages, but I mean, for me, and I'm sure maybe Dawn, you can say this too, is that I feel more comfortable sharing on my business page, which is what you guys are looking at right now. And that's because everyone who's joined my page has done so because they've seen something there that's motivated them or inspired them. And so on my like page, I feel comfortable sharing who I am, what I'm doing as far as workouts and nutrition. And I share these posts all day long because I know that my followers want to be there, and they want to see the posts. So this is where I'm really connecting with people and my clients, my friends, you know, those who are not yet my clients and those who I am building friendships with. And as you can see, so I actually have more followers than I do on this post right now, but that week I had gained 562 people. So, you know, we'll talk about this in some of the trainings that our team offers, and through our weekly calls, is how to gain more followers, gain more reach on social media through posting and sharing what's working for you. So I know the common fears are that, you know, you're not going to have enough people to reach out to. Who am I going to talk to? This business is really about building relationships and wanting to help those people that you're connecting with. So don't worry, we're going to show you how you can grow that following. And sometimes people have fears too of opening up. And I completely understand. I mean, I was that person who didn't like to share a lot of pictures on social media before because I didn't know who was going to be seeing them. So just know that you're not alone. But again, this page is a safe page for me because I feel like those who are here for positive inspiration and motivation and really this lifestyle of positivity and healthy living. So I feel comfortable sharing everything on here. And it's really not about creating sales posts. Again, I was mentioning that earlier, but it's really about creating daily motivation for people to come back to. They're going to want to see what you're doing. They're going to crave it, and they're going to be watching you. And people choose to follow you and your posts, right? If they didn't want to be there, all they have to do is unfollow your page. So just know that these pages are here to help you grow your business. And that's exactly what we're going to help show you how to do.
So kind of to touch on that, Lindsay, is
Sure.
Time. That one of the fears is you need a lot of time to do this business, which is not true. It's actually what you put into it. So for me, I could probably do maybe about a half an hour to an hour, and that's pretty good. Do I do that every night? No. But if I know that if I put my time in and dedicate, just like I do with my work, my family, and so forth, that I could really, really grow my business. But for me, at this point, it's what I'm putting into it is what I'm getting out to it. So I know that you don't need a lot of time to make this successful, but
No,
you also, if you don't, right. But if you don't put anything into it, you're not going to get anything out of it.
I think that's a really good point to make too. And when we talk about, we're going to be talking a little bit about our team trainings and what our teams offer. So I guess I'll bring up then, like the power hours that we have and everything for our team, so that they can figure out what to do in a day that can only take them an hour to get everything they need done.
Right.
Did you want to touch base a little bit on just quickly the programs and products that we have? So for those who might not be familiar with them, can just get a gist of what they are.
So the programs from being a coach, so I got into from Lindsay the 21-day fix, which is, what is the 21-day fix? Well, it's just a program. They say that within 21 days you can change a habit, and it is true. But the most popular one is with the 21-day fix, and a lot of challengers and people, I like to promote this one because it provides the color-coded containers, which really just takes the calorie counting out. It's fit in the container, you're good, eat it. Of course, providing you with what you should eat, which is the whole foods. But there's basically a program for everybody. You love cardio, there's insanity. You're all about lifting the weights. There's a lot of P90X, also the new hammer and chisel, which I actually love. I didn't think I would really love kind of weightlifting, which is lifting some heavy weights or whatever it is, and not so much cardio, but I actually love it, and that's what I like. But there's a program for everybody. Right now I'm doing Poull, which is a low impact, which actually would be really good for people who may have some knee issues or can't be doing all this jumping around, which I'm sure for a lot of us women, if you've had kids, definitely jumping around, not very good. But there's tons of programs for everybody. And if you have something like your online program, the Beachbody On Demand, which is viewing hundreds of workout videos, it's like a kid in a candy shop. You want to kind of try everything, but there's something for everyone. So, and then the biggest thing, the Shakeology. I love the Shakeology. And the one thing is, I've done some research on looking at various products, and I'm all about the no additives. I don't like colors, dyes, preservatives, all this stuff. And this is probably one of the top ones that I've found that really just contained a lot of good ingredients and not a lot of the crap. And it's not a protein shake. It's not a weight loss shake. It's a dense nutrition shake that just has a lot of the vitamins, minerals, probiotics, prebiotics, none of that fillers, artificial dyes, and so forth, sweeteners. So you can use it as a meal replacement, or you can use it as a snack. For me, it was a lifesaver for breakfast, because when I get busy at work, sometimes I wouldn't even eat till 1 o'clock. And then I get home from work and I would just eat the kitchen, everything in the cupboard. So this was a great shake that just provided everything that you kind of need. So that's just a touch on the shake. Sorry.
Yeah, no, thank you. I think that was a really great description. And I think a lot of people find, I mean, for me, it's always like either a snack or lunch, because I find the middle of the day to be very hectic for me. So it's like you said, it's just a lifesaver when it comes to finding something quick and easy and healthy for you.
Right.
Okay, so this is a big question that people ask, and it's not always easy to talk about because it's not something you ask people, you know, in your day-to-day life, is how much you make. But I know it's a question. I did just update this for my team, and I wanted to share it all with you. I always like to do a year in review of my salary and just see how I'm doing. And since I've started, which has been 2 years, my salary has doubled every year. If I go back and look at the months, my salary has doubled. So this is from this past February, and I took my February 2015 and I made $1,128.48, which I thought was pretty great, right? Like, what would you do with an extra, you know, $1,200 in your pocket? For me, that covers a lot. Right now, we're looking at sending my son to private school for $4K. And it is quite costly. So this is going to be a huge asset to my family to be able to cover that for him. And then now this February, I made, you know, just over $2,500. And that's huge. I mean, and you can see that, you guys, this is on the low end. So there's so much potential. I know my goal is by January to be making, you know, that $1,000 to $2,000 a week mark. And it is possible. Like Dawn said, it's going to be what you put into it and what you're willing to give. We're going to talk, actually, Dawn's going to touch on this in the next slide, is who we're looking for. And just know that, you know, this is on the low end still of what some coaches make. If you're a coach who's looking to just make some side income, just know that it's completely doable and you can make this business work for you. And we have a framework that we have in place so you know what tasks you need to do. And actually, I just did a presentation for our team on this, what tasks you need to do within a year to reach a certain income. So it is doable. But I think you also have to ask too, if you're looking to be a part-time coach, what would $50, $100, or $250 a month mean to you and your family? Or if you're looking to be a full-time coach, what would this $2,500 mean to you and your family every month? So there's a lot of different coaches out there, and I'll pass that on over to you, Dawn, and you can talk about the people that we are looking for.
So the people that we are looking for is probably, first off, I should just say that I started off as a discount coach. Well, what that means is I was getting the product, and to save me a little bit of money each month, I signed up as a coach to get the discount. In addition, I love buying the programs, and I get that 25% discount plus anything else that they kind of have to offer for you. So that's a bonus of being a coach. So if you're looking for more of just getting the discount, or even part-time like I am kind of right now, it's just worth it just being a coach alone, especially if you're drinking the product or you're using a lot of it. So we are looking for just very motivated, enthusiastic, willing to grow mentally, emotionally, physically. It's another way to hold yourself accountable to reach your goals. And I love the opportunity to do my own thing. And I've always talked to Lindsay about that someday I do want to cut down part-time from being a family nurse practitioner, just to spend more time with my own family, do my own things, as in travel. So right now, I have to tell you, I have almost 300 hours in paid time off that I have yet to use because I'm too dedicated to my job. Oh my gosh. So that's like, I think like 2 months I could take off straight.
Wow, that's crazy.
So it's something that I plan to work up to, which is being part-time nurse practitioner, you know, full-time coach, and allowing opportunities to be able to travel, do things, which I know Beachbody, which you'll learn more about, they spoil their coaches, which I see that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You do get spoiled as you advance. I should have shared a picture just some of the perks. I guess I could go into that on how to get started, but hey, there you are, Dawn. This is the picture Dawn was talking about, you guys. This is crazy. This is a year's progress, and this is where Dawn had started, and this is where she's at right now. And I mean, I even wish we had that picture, because even the progress that you made in those 21 days was crazy.
I know.
Yeah. So this is like the ultimate accountability. Being a coach, you think about it every day. You're sharing your story. You're sharing your progress. So even like Dawn said, if you're looking to be a discount coach or you're looking to be an all-in full-time coach, this accountability is here for you. And it's going to be something that you're going to think about every day. So it's going to be the ultimate like life changer for you. And, Dawn was just mentioning that Beachbody spoils their coaches, and it's true. I just came back from a all expenses paid trip to Jamaica and the Bahamas, and I was able to take my mom for free. We had a balcony suite, which was amazing. It was nice to sit out on the balcony with her at night when my boys were asleep, and just, hang back and drink some wine and just, share stories and just connect with my mom, who I never really get to see. So this was, an opportunity of a lifetime. My youngest son isn't even 1, and he's already been to 2 different countries than his birth country. And I mean, I feel pretty proud saying that. And thanks to Beachbody, I was able to take them on that trip. So, I guess the question is, you have to ask yourself if this is something that sounds right for you, if this would be a good fit for you and your family. How do you go about signing up? So there's a few ways that you can, get the ball rolling here. And the first way is to sign up with a challenge pack. And that's usually what most people do, and that's what I recommend. You get started with, it's a program and a bag of Shakeology. It's for you to use. And you get started right away using the products, sharing your stories, working out with the program, sharing your results, and just really being proof that the workouts work, that you are losing weight, or you are gaining muscle, or you are reaching your fitness goals and your nutrition goals. And you share your experiences with people. And so, like I said, having this challenge pack is going to help you really just start off running. And I should mention too that this is going to help you grow your business, because people are going to watch what you're doing. If you're not going to be using the programs and the products, it's going to be pretty hard then to share with others why they really work. And then if you sign up with a challenge pack, your $40 startup fee is waived. Another way to sign up is with the $40 fee. And this is without the challenge pack. You do, like I said, the $40 fee isn't waived this way. There's nothing wrong with this option. It's definitely there for you, but I really want to encourage you to sign up with a challenge pack. It's really going to be the best route to go. You really need to invest in yourself. And then in turn, you're going to be investing in your business from the beginning to help it grow. It's such a small investment, really. I know a lot of our challenge packs start at around $140, which includes, like I said, your month of Shakeology. So that's a meal every day that you have, and the program, which you get to keep forever. And a lot of them, like the 21-day fix, comes with the nutrition cups, like Dawn was talking about, the portioned size containers. This month we have the 22-minute hardcore. It's a 22-minute fast-paced boot camp style workout. And you actually get a really cool sandbag that comes with it. It's like a big, heavy sandbag that's used for weighted exercises. So there's definitely some incentives that come with it when you order that challenge pack. And you don't have to worry then when you do start running challenge groups, which are those monthly groups that we run for our clients to help keep them accountable. You don't have to worry about stocking up on products or shipping things out to people, because Beachbody doesn't mess around with that, right? They just order right from your site, right from the get-go. And, it's really quite simple to do. So, like I said, you're going to get a program. If you sign up with that challenge pack, it's going to be for yourself to use. And at the end of the day, if all you get out of it is like your hot rockin' body, then I don't know how you could be disappointed. It's true. I mean, like, who doesn't want that?
Right.
And then something else I want to touch on too, which isn't written down here, is that Beachbody, as of last January, is now giving active duty service members or veterans or spouses of veterans or active duty service members a complete free sign up. And there's no monthly fee, which is the $15 fee that coaches pay monthly to have their websites and their Coach Online Office. Oh my gosh, I could not even get that out. Their Coach Online Office where all your business is going to take place, and then the customer support. So that is going to be waived for military service members. And I know, Dawn, you get that.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn is a veteran, and I know we have a couple other people on our team who are either wives of service members or were once service members themselves. So that is a huge incentive, and I think it's just a really great way to give back to those who have served our country. So Dawn, did you want to talk quickly about like what happened? So, okay, you've signed up, you're a coach, now what?
Yeah, so kind of just to touch on the fact that Lindsay's talking about the $15 fee and so forth, it kind of all sounds a little bit confusing right now as to how do you sign up? I don't get it and so forth. We will be here to help and guide you through it and, you know, answer any questions, because I know for me it was so confusing and I'm like, I don't get it, you know, so forth. But Lindsay and the rest of the team members have been awesome. So that's important to know, is we are going to be here to answer any questions to help guide you. And really, honestly, Lindsay was my support for just being a person who was still on their journey as a coach. She never said, hey, you need to start coaching and getting all these challengers. She was totally great with just letting me take my time. And when I was ready, she was here to support. So that's important to know. This isn't about you need to start selling right now and getting challengers. That's not it at all. So, you know, after if you get signed up, join as a coach, which I'll encourage you to all do because it's awesome. You'll get a call. We'll help you out. We'll get you started with the whole thing. We're going to get you on our little private face group called Wellness Warriors, where we basically give you all the tools to get started and we'll guide you along the way. You know, we have all the tools, like I said, to help you, make you successful for whatever you want to do with this as a coach, as to be this is your full-time income, like for Lindsay, or part-time wanting to help people because your heart is so huge like me. And we'll just be able to provide you with all that. We like to do little phone calls each week, just to another way to communicate and so forth. And just know that your questions will be answered. That way you can let us know, especially at the end, if you have any questions, or even after this, you know, just messaging your coach or whoever got you to come tonight will be able to help you out.
Yes, absolutely. And like Dawn said, I mean, you're definitely not alone. You know, when you get started, we're going to enroll you in that Coach Basics. So every day you're going to have a small amount of training that's going to happen. You're going to get a new coach binder so that you're going to know, you're going to have that daily checklist and know exactly what you need to do to be a coach. And you get to choose your hours, you get to choose your time, and you get to choose how much effort you put into this and how many boxes you check off that checklist each day. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. And to close tonight, we wanted to offer just a little incentive. So if you're really on the fence, maybe this will change your mind. We have some really awesome team tank tops that we want to send to you for free if you sign up by 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So we'll do this to help you welcome you into our team community, you know, get you to be part of our family, get you some cool team gear to start off with. And I just want to reiterate to get signed up tonight. Remember, you have those two choices. You can get signed up with that challenge pack and waive that $40 fee, or you can start off right away with that $40 fee. And I want you then to reach out to the coach who's invited you to this event. And just know, if you found this through YouTube, or you found this through a Facebook page, or if you just happen to come across this, reach out to, you know, the coach where you came across this event, and just let them know that you're interested and reach out to them. And make sure, you know, if you have any questions after this event, I know Dawn and I are going to do quick Q&A here, but if you still have questions after the event and you don't feel comfortable asking them tonight, reach out to the coach who invited you and just make sure that you run those questions by them, and they would be happy to answer them and help really alleviate any fears that you might have that are still lingering. So, all right, I am going to exit out of here. And
just a quick,
yes,
quick thing. Abby,
yes,
get your booty into gear and work out with your mom.
Abby.
She's
Do it, yeah. So Dawn, I know you can see the chat, right? You can see if people have questions. You can't?
No.
Dang. I have some viewers. Okay, and I know I have coaches that are on here. So you guys, there's a live chat, and my coaches who are on here, can you just Facebook message me, copy and paste? If someone asks a question, I know there's a little bit of a delay on here. If someone asks a question that you guys are still, like maybe Dawn and I didn't cover it tonight, if you still have a question that is lingering in your mind, write it on that message board. And then when one of the coaches just send it to me through Facebook Messenger so that I can get it. And, you know, Dawn and I will, I know, right? Technology. You don't have to be tech savvy to do this. You'll figure it out. I'll help you. I'm not super tech savvy, but it works, right? Like we figure it out. So if you have any questions, ask them now. I'll give it a few minutes because like I said, there's a bit of a delay. So I'm just going to look here on Facebook to make sure that no one has messaged me. But go ahead, ask some questions. I'm going to check our Facebook page, the event page, and just make sure that no one's asked any questions on there. Sorry, I'm loading the page. I have a hard time, I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time like writing and talking at the same time. Okay, I don't see any questions yet, and I haven't gotten any messages. So that means that Dawn and I must have done a super awesome job and answered all your questions. All right, but I do want to say, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time to jump on tonight. And thank you, Dawn, for hosting this call with me. I appreciate it, and I always have so much fun with you. And just know that you have any other questions, any of us are here to help answer them. And I hope to see your faces on our Wellness Warriors Facebook page soon with one of our awesome coaches welcoming you to our team. So thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you, Dawn.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Bye.